Did you know the difference between wet foam and thick snow foam comes down to this tiny piece inside your foam cannon? You can swap it for under 10 bucks, but here's the catch. Thicker foam puts more strain on your pressure washer. I'll show you how to replace it, then we'll test both side by side so you can decide if that thick foam is worth it or not. Remove the hose connector from the back of the foam cannon using pliers or a wrench. Inside, you'll find a small mesh filter. Remove it and try not to lose it. Next, use a basic flathead screwdriver to remove the part we're after. This is the Orifice nozzle. It comes in different sizes and most people don't even know which one is in their foam cannon. This can be a big reason they struggle to get thick foam, whether the cannon is cheap or expensive. 1.1 millimeter orifice. That's the diameter of this tiny hole you see here. A few people have commented on my other videos about the 1.1 millimeter orifice. They say it's too small for the newer Ryobi 1.8 GPM automotive pressure washer. So we're going to swap it out for this larger 1.25 millimeter orifice so we can test both side by side, and at the end we'll also listen to the difference in pump sound. The main concern is that the pump is drawing higher amps, leading to more heat and premature failure. So the real question is, if swapping this gives up the foam thickness we love, do we even care about the potential consequences? I'll share my final thoughts and what I decided to do after this side-by-side test. To keep this 100% fair, I bought two identical foam cannons from Amazon. One has a 1.25 millimeter orifice and the other keeps the original 1.1 millimeter orifice. I'm using the same soap at a 400 to 1 dilution, which is what Meguiars Hyperwash recommends. This is where beginners often mess up. They don't account for the extra water flowing through the pressure washer, which further dilutes the soap. For this setup, that works out to about 2 ounces of soap in the foam cannon. So I'm intentionally matching everything here. Same soap, same measurements, same process. All right, now for the fun part. First, let's take a look at the 1.1 millimeter orifice, which came pre-installed on this $20 Amazon foam cannon. As you can see, this is straight up shaving cream thick. A lot of you have already seen me use this setup before, so you know how dense the foam is. Now let's switch over to the 1.25 millimeter orifice. And yes, we're going to get a closer look and touch the foam in just a few seconds. I did make sure to have the foam thickness dial maxed out on both of these tools. So with the larger orifice, you can see how much thinner and runnier the foam is. It drips off the paint almost immediately. You can see down below. In a real detailing scenario, that means less dwell time before the surface dries. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Alan, just add more soap. We'll do that in a minute, so hang tight. But first, let's get another quick look at the 1.1 millimeter orifice. Then we'll come back to the 1.25 so you can really see the difference. All right, no talking for the next bit. Just watch the difference side by side. So clearly there's a huge difference. So let's just see if it just needs more soap. I'm going to add another few ounces and I won't even add more water. Okay, the foam did get a little bit thicker here, but it's still not even close to what you just saw. It's still dripping off the paint way too fast. The big thing to remember is that orifice size depends on your specific pressure washer. I've put my orifice size recommendations paired with different GPM flow rates down in the description below. Now I'll let you listen to the pump with each foam cannon. The 1.1 definitely sounds and feels like it's working harder. For me, I'm sticking with the 1.1 orifice for that thick foam. Hope this video helped clear things up. Links are in the description, and if you want a full unboxing and deeper dive on that $20 foam cannon, check out the next video. I'm Alan, thanks for watching.